follow what I'm about to share, because trust me, this is the biggest gold mine which nobody looks at, and for some reason they would rather spend the $30-$45 per month to these apps to give them a list of winning products which are either irrelevant to what they're trying to do. So if they're doing organic, they would see winning products for paid ads, and so on and so forth. So today I'm going to be sharing not only the best tool, but also what has changed. Okay, so I've done a few videos in the past talking about Alibaba, because this is the best platform in my opinion. This is where I found my winner, and this is where I continue to scale and find new winners. So I have two new products, two new winners, which I am onboarding this month. And honestly, products, although they're the hardest things to find, in fact, one of them, the first one, took me over 2 months to find. I'm not even kidding. The reason why it took 2 months is because I started looking for it in November, and as you may know, November is one of the busiest times for dropshipping. So I got busy a bit during Black Friday all the way till January. This is finally like the time where I could look into different products. And although I spent a few, like I would say I spent probably 10 to 20 hours, like legit, looking for this product, and I couldn't find it. I've spoken to every supplier until this change happened. So we're gonna go down to this screenshot right here. So if you log in onto your Alibaba, you would find a new feature called AI mode. And this is something very new, because I've been on Alibaba every single day for the past, I don't know, year. And this has probably been added recently, because I've never seen this before. And it was actually the method which helped me to find this winner, which I finally found in January. So why is this a game changer? I'll tell you. So Alibaba is actually one of the, probably the biggest source of products. Like every single app or third party, like I'm not gonna give names, but most of these apps you pay for, or these websites which you fulfill from, are actually sourcing it from Alibaba. This is the main source. So the problem with it, although it's the main source, the problem with it is that it has a lot of products, and it's probably, well, not probably, in fact, it's the hardest to source on, because there's a, like literally infinite amount of suppliers and manufacturers. So my previous guide on how to find products was suggesting that you should go to the manufacturers list and then look for products, speak with all the suppliers, and then you could negotiate whether you want to make a custom product with one MOQ. By the way, you could do that, or just to get better prices, faster shipping, and so on. But now we're talking about AI mode, because it's literally a ChatGPT chat box, but built in with Alibaba, and it has some problem which is actually beneficial for us. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna patch it soon. There's a quick note that when I actually looked for my product using AI mode, it actually was not only capable of finding these products for me, but also it actually gave me sources outside of Alibaba. So not only did it give me like a list of 20 products or 20 manufacturers on Alibaba, but also it gave me this one main source, which ended up being my supplier. And that was outside of Alibaba. So it's actually very smart. And that was using AI agent. So the agent mode is what actually did this for me. And the reason why this is different from using just ChatGPT and any other tools is because this is officially integrated with Alibaba. So it has all of the data to back up its search integration. And this is by far like the biggest game changer personally, because I was able to even find my second, like I'm telling you guys, I had no time during Q4. So these two winners, I've had them in mind. I was like, I'm gonna do them, or start customizing them and ordering them when Q4 ends. And to my surprise, AI agent was here on time, and I was able to source them literally in a matter of few minutes. So yeah, it took me like literally 10 hours to find the first winner. In comparison to now, I found it in probably two AI agent attempts. So that took me like up to 10-20 minutes. So this is a game changer. And honestly, guys, like I'm pretty sure this is gonna be very boring for you, for some of you, but this is actually the way to at least find your first winner, and then you could scale it by negotiating with the supplier and moving onward um, with however you would like. But for me personally, I found most of my winners here. And honestly, like whenever I'm looking for a new product, I would never open any of the other websites. I would always go to Alibaba. Even AliExpress, I don't, for some reason, it's not the same. Even the prices are not the same. So my main source is this platform. And it's very ironic I say this because this is the one platform which everyone knows, but nobody actually like searches on. But yeah, just wanted to give you this quick update. And here's a bonus. I'm gonna give you some sauce. So if this is your first time watching, what product should you be looking for? This is a quick bonus because this is really important. And this is what you need to find your next winning product. So let's say you are on your burn account for 1 hour a day, okay? And then you make a list of 20 products which are the most viral products right now in 2026. Next point that you gotta do is either sell the same product but in a different marketing angle. So now you have a list of 20 products. Look for which one of these products actually has a flexible way of marketing. So I like to give this example a lot, which is the projector. So if you're selling something like a projector where you could, or even the mini iPhone, whatever product, these are just examples obviously, but these products provides you with a lot of flexibility in terms of marketing. So here you could have, something that's showing up and it could be anything. So the possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this powerful. So that's your first way of finding a winner, is that you find a saturated product, but it's saturated with a certain way of marketing, and then you switch the marketing to an untapped angle, okay? That's one. Or two, which is the more advanced way, is to find this final product right here, which ticks all the boxes which I'm about to write here, but this product actually is currently very saturated, but it's a winner, okay? So what you would do is you go to Alibaba, and then you search for an improved version of that product, but it has to have the same characteristics of this product to back it up, right? So I'll give you a quick example. The orb. We've seen this orb recently. Well, not recently, it was last year. At the start, it was just an ordinary orb with some wooden base here. And here you could have like a picture of your dog, your cat, whatever. Right? So this was prototype 1. Later on, we saw, and then here you could have the text. Later on, we saw a better version of this, which actually blew up on probably like around Q4. It only converted for a few people though. It didn't convert for everyone. But it was definitely a better version of that one, which was a digital screen. So here is a cat. Once again, speaking of cats, my cat is probably wants me to open the door. It's fine. So here is prototype 2. So as you can see, this is a digital screen, and then this is just a physical one. So this is prototype 1 and then prototype 2. So whoever found this product first probably made the most money. And actually, not the first person who finds it, but the first person who goes viral with it. You gotta keep that in mind. So the first person who blew up with this product actually made the most. And it was with the Christmas niche. So he actually found a new angle. At the start, everyone was doing the same angle, which is, for your loved ones. And then eventually someone came up with an idea of putting your loved ones, but then using it as an ornament for your trees. And this guy printed. He went super viral. So the summary of this example is that we had prototype 1 and then prototype 2. But this prototype 2 was on Alibaba the whole time. It just took someone some time to research that, okay, the first one worked. It was a brandable product because it was a custom product. So since I mentioned the custom product, I want to get back to the criteria. So what are the criteria? 1, preferably have angle flexible angle of marketing. Okay, number 2, have some sort of custom variables to it. Okay, so this could mean a lot of things. For example, either a logo on it, either something that is catered for the customer, catered for customers. So for example, Lego products like bricks. What else? I mean, some people might argue even the packaging could make you look like a custom product. Okay, so the packaging can definitely make you stand out. What else? Custom variables. Okay, I'm gonna put it under this criteria. Variance. If you have variance for your product, you can not only stand out but also increase your CVR, AOV, everything. Okay, the reason why variants are really important is because when people go to your store, instead of just browsing for one product, and trust me guys, not enough people talk about this. I have watched hundreds of hours, even my own journey before I got my first winner. I've never heard anyone talk about this. Everyone has been promoting one product stores. I'm doing the quite opposite because I know, matter of fact, the more variants you have, the better. Okay, because it will just provide customers more options to like something. So let's say they go to your landing page and you've been marketing one product in particular. It doesn't hurt you to put more products because it's like free money. You just put more options for them to purchase. So in this example, it's a collection page. Okay, so that way you could even include products which you don't even have at your place, which you're marketing, but they're just out there, and you're gonna get the free sales here and there. You know what I mean? So that's one. And then 2, so that's the first route for variants. The second route for variants is, which in my opinion is the better one, by the way, you land them directly to the product page. So this is the product page. You have the image of the product, and then you have a Kaching app here, which has 3, like buy 1, buy 2, or 3, for example. You could have 1 and 2 only. And then here you could select what you want. So you could select, let's say it's pre-selected on the one they're watching, you market, and then the other one they can choose. So you could use this as an opportunity to bring new products which are in the same niche or different variants, whatever. And that way you're gonna get more sales, better AOV, even, I mean, it's just gonna increase your likelihood of selling something. Okay, so this is really important, and it's actually one of the easier routes to branding your product. So most of the time when you see brands, they actually have multiple products, they don't have one product. So these are the first 2. Thirdly, you want to make sure preferably that it is, I want to speak about the margins, but margins probably the last one. Flexible angle of marketing, custom variables. Next thing is value. So you want to make sure that you're not selling something which has, I mean, if I just say no value, that's like no brainer, but I want to give you something more to it. It's more like you want to sell something that has a high perceived value. Okay, so you want to make sure that whatever they're buying, it actually has some meaning to them. So how can you achieve this high perceived value? Few ways. Better emotion / experience. Okay, so a few examples. Once again, there's the bricks. Okay, we're gonna give the Lego example for the couples. So the couples Lego product, why is it so good? The customer sends you the order, so they purchase from you. They send you a picture of the couple, and you send it to the supplier. You create a custom product, which is literally A to Z custom. Okay, and then it has value in terms of emotion and the fact that you cannot really just find or order this from Amazon, for example. It's a completely custom product. And the best part is that when you're marketing it, it's a very flexible product. So it's the same bricks that could be marketed into 100 different niches. Could be cars, could be bikes, whatever, but you chose the couples angle. So you can see that product ticks all the boxes. And then lastly is the margins. So obviously the higher the margins, the more you can play with the brandability of the product. So let's say you have 50+% margins on a $100 product, okay? That's gonna allow you to either invest more into better packaging, even paid ads, which is something really important I wanna talk about. This is something new I've never mentioned before, but I truly think, not I think, I'm very sure this Q4 opened my eyes. Hybrid approach is the move, okay? You need to learn organic and paid ads. That's the bottom line, and organic is gonna get you to paid ads. The better you are at organic, the more money you're gonna make with paid ads. Why? Because you're gonna have better creatives, aka better content. You're gonna make sure you're gonna have data. So whatever has gone viral, you can make sure that okay, this is gonna convert. So you can just pump it with paid ads. Now, obviously, the paid ads content is gonna be slightly different from organic. You may have to do a few changes here and there, but for the most part, if it has converted well on organic side of the game, you're gonna do well with paid ads. And it's just like a better way of investing your money. Like whatever you make here, you pump it on paid ads. You can do it in specific times of the year, not 24/7, just during Q4, maybe during like whatever season makes sense for your product. You know what I mean? So in this scenario, it would be Valentine's Day. You would pump paid ads for that day, and you're gonna print. So this was a quick criteria, and this is what I follow for every product. And honestly, this is something which I would like to add, just the long-term vision. Like when you're picking a product, think about it in terms of like, do I want to run this for a long time, or do I just want to run it for now? And for the most, like 99% of the time, I'm pretty sure most of you guys want something that's going to make you revenue month to month. Trust me, nobody wants to make, like I keep saying this example, which is just the harsh reality, you know, like nobody wants to go zero all year round and then go pump here 100K or 50K or 10K and then go back to zero. I'd rather have 2K all year round, and then 1 month I'd have 10K, go back down, 1 month is 20K, and then Q4 is like the best. You know what I mean? So this is, in my opinion, way better than this. So this was a quick criteria which I literally run for every product. So my 2 winners right here, they tick these boxes. So even if it wasn't all the boxes, it picks at least 4. So yeah, and primarily this is what you want to use. So if there's any product which you have searched for in the past, you couldn't find, you can now use this app or this feature, and it's going to help you. So if you guys learned something new from this, please subscribe. Join my Discord. It's for free. You could communicate with me and the community, because I've been into other communities and honestly nothing clicked so far. So I was like, you know what? We're going to build our positive community, free sauce, no gatekeeping, and we went together. And the last thing is, if you would like to join my affiliate team where we work together for free and you would work with my brand, you get a cut and mentorship for free, then let me know as well. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.